Oliver felt awful. He thought the children would be upset about their snowman. Oliver's driver went for help. Sir Topham Hatt was just leaving his office when he got the call. Duck will bring the breakdown crane first thing in the morning, he said. Oliver's driver returned and told him the news. I'll be out here all night, moaned Oliver. I'm afraid so. Luckily, the village inn had a toasty warm room for Oliver's driver. But Oliver was getting colder and colder. His fire had gone out, and his funnel was covered in icicles. I was right all along. There's nothing magical about snow. Brr. Toad was beginning to think Oliver might be right. Next morning, the children saw the situation. Look, a little girl shouted. Our snowman has eyes in its tummy. No, it doesn't, laughed the little boy. It's Oliver. That gave the children an idea. When Oliver woke up, he was surrounded by happy children. Oliver's a wonderful snow engine, they cried. Oliver was so relieved that suddenly he didn't even feel cold anymore. When Duck arrived with the breakdown crane, Oliver didn't want to leave. He was enjoying the winter festival so much. You were right, Toad, Oliver called. There are some magical things about snow. Perhaps, Mr. Oliver, shivered Toad. Absolutely. It was a glorious summer day on the island of Sodor. Toby was collecting milk from the dairy. James was pulling passengers to Brendam docks. And Thomas was taking some workmen to work. They were building a new station. Every day, Thomas had to take the workmen there and bring them home again. I can't wait for the grand opening, he told Annie and Clarabelle excitedly. There's going to be flags and a big band. On the way to the new station, there was a difficult bend in the track. Thomas didn't like it at all. He was worried about the bend. But his good friends Annie and Clarabelle were there to help him. Slow down, they sang out. Slow down and puff with care. So Thomas did slow down, and he puffed with care. Thank you, Thomas puffed to Annie and Clarabelle. I couldn't have done it without you. Thomas arrived safely at the station. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for him. Today, Annie and Clarabelle are to go for their refit, he told Thomas. You must take them to the workshop straight away. But how will I take the workmen home? Asked Thomas. You can use ordinary coaches instead, said Sir Topham Hatt. Yes, sir, said Thomas, and he puffed away to the workshop. Thomas said goodbye to Annie and Clarabelle. He was sad. I don't know how I'll manage the difficult bend without you, he told his friends. The next day, Thomas puffed to the coach yard. He was still thinking about the difficult bend. Thomas went too fast and gave the coaches a mighty biff. The coaches rolled along the line and bumped into James. Watch what you're doing, James snorted. Sorry, Thomas puffed. Thomas was missing Annie and Clarabelle. He would never have biffed into them. Soon Thomas was on his way to pick up the workers at the new station. Difficult bend, he puffed nervously. The difficult bend came nearer and nearer. Thomas was supposed to slow down. But he wanted to get past the bend quickly, so Thomas went faster and faster.